Thank you. The only problem I see is that, I mean, those people out there, I don't know why, probably I know regulations, but you know, this is not a disco where people get burned, no, not yet, so they could have, okay, whatever. So, I have many things to say, let me begin. Now, I was supposed to do something which is somehow linked with art. I know practically nothing about art, so I took the safest road, which is Alfred Hitchcock. I will not read from the old book, I will take a big risk. I will choose probably some of the best known scenes from Vertigo, and I will try to demonstrate to you that some strange aspects which till now were not properly noted can still be analyzed there. Okay, so my starting point is a very naive psychoanalytic one. Reading practically all, or at least majority, books on Hitchcock, I couldn't help noticing how in almost all of them you find factual mistakes. Scenes are simply, if you compare the description in the book with what you see in a movie theater on DVD, you simply see that there are mistakes. And these mistakes are sometimes absolutely extraordinary, like in one of the good books on Hitchcock, Raymond Durgnat's The Strange Case of Alfred Hitchcock. You have a 40 pages detailed analysis of Vertigo, and again stating how the film takes place in Los Angeles. Not in, I mean, it's absolutely incredible. And again, it's systematic, with Hitchcock much more than with other authors. But what I claim is that the very excess of these mistakes is in a way symptomatic. They don't simply devalue the analysis. They rather bear witness to some excessive subjective engagement with Hitchcock's films. So let me begin with one short scene. Just before you start, I will try just to make it clear to describe it. It's 5 minutes into the film, the well-known scene when in Ernie's upper class, now closed down, I tried to enter weeks ago, restaurant in San Francisco, where Scotty, James Stewart, meets for the first time Madeleine. Okay, let's see this short scene. I must only apologize. Sometimes in a panic I had to get these clips together. You will see as a free bonus obscenity Slovene subtitles. What can I do? Okay. No, sorry, stop. Please, you didn't do what I told you. Rewind it. Ah, yeah, you did it. Okay, sorry. It shouldn't happen to me. What to be, okay. I will start with another, so that I will do it properly, with another detail about Hitchcock, where we will see an ordinary scene. This will be the one which I started showing you, a scene from Shadow of a Doubt, where, as you will see, where it's just an ordinary scene, 2/3 into the film. Don't yet start, please. The detective who suspects that Uncle Charlie is the murderer takes Denise Charlie on a walk, and after some short time, she suspects that he is really a policeman, not interested sexually, emotionally in her, but just wants to exploit her to learn about her uncle. Please, just this. Now you can read. Sorry.
You're a detective. There's something the matter and you're a detective.
Charlie, listen.
I don't want to listen. Certainly.
Stop.
Are you coming for a walk with me?
Stop. Okay. It's very short. You know what happens here? It may appear a totally innocent, ordinary scene, but there is a wonderful detail, which is that secretly, if you noticed it, the order of causality is inverted. The standard way would have been for the uncle to do, for the detective to do something suspicious and then shot on her, my God, you are a policeman. Here we have an innocent conversation, laughing and so on, and then you get a brutal, direct cut to this perplexed gaze. And from this, the perplexed gaze, which should be the effect, gradually the causes are explained. You get a cut into the gaze, and so that what you see afterwards is ambiguous. Ambiguous in the sense that it is true, but as it were, not quite true. It's never clear is what we see afterwards, what accounts for the shocked gaze. Is it simply the true cause, or is it that it's simply a hallucinatory projection? So that you will see how deep in Hitchcock this structure is. Let me show you now, and I will say now, not yet, 3 further clips which I think are Hitchcock at its best. You will see how in totally different narrative context you find the same formal structure, which is the structure which is that of a couple arguing on a small hill, half barren, usually with a couple of trees, bushes, windy, just outside the scope of a public place where a group of ignorant observers look the couple. And the 3 scenes, there are more, but these are 3 clearest scenes, are from Suspicion, Birds, and Torn Curtain. In Suspicion, of course, is the brief famous shot of Cary Grant and John Fontaine struggling on a windy hill near the church, observed by Fontaine's friends from the entrance. In The Birds, it is the scene just prior to the first bird attack on a group of children in which Mitch and Melanie withdraw again to a small hill above the picnic place. Finally, the most interesting one, The Torn Curtain. It is the scene in which Paul Newman and Julie Andrews again withdraw to a small hill, which, totally crazy geography, the scene is supposed to take place in the headquarters of East German secret police. But when Hitchcock needs it in the center of East Berlin, even there you will see the same small hill. And the same scene, the couple arguing up there, it's not clear what goes on. I mean, and the perplexed observers down. Please, start again.
I'll deal with it. I'll touch you for it. Heads you do, tails you don't.
So that's Suspicion. The scene was analyzed in detail 30 years ago by Stephen Heath. You see, you saw for a brief minute the perplexed gaze. Now,
what did you think I was trying to do? Kill you? Nothing less than murder could justify such violent self-defense. Look at you.
Let me go.
Oh, I'm just beginning to understand. You thought of it.
Some hotel man in the East.
Bert,
You know what a mother's love is.
Yes, I do.
You mean it's better to be ditched?
No, I think it's better to be loved. Don't you ever see it?
I don't know where she
you see,
is.
now soon you will see how again they stand on a hill and the perplexed gaze in this case are not friends, but of course mother and ex-mistress. And of course it's clear even in a too transparent way how the birds which will attack in a second are kind of materialization of the maternal fury and the okay, it's even transparent today, but my point here is that how the subjectivity of the gaze is.
Need 5 minutes with her after all. She is my girl.
That was now this is again. You see the irony. The same hill you find it mysteriously in the center of East Berlin. The scene from Torn Curtain where Paul Newman has to tell the truth that he is really a good guy, not a traitor to Julie Andrews. He takes her on a hill. You see, it's practically Cary Grant and John Fontaine. And again, the perplexed East German policeman not knowing what goes on.